Back towards the beginning of this year, I was bored because, I was quarantined, didn't leave my house for a little while. And I thought, hey, I have an Xbox. I thought I might check out a little indie game called Halo. Welcome to Random Gaming. What's poppin'? Crane, I'm home. As I was saying before I was so rudely interrupted, yeah, I bought the Master Chief Collection, and I know when that first released it was a little bit rough, but when I got it, it was perfect. It was so much fun. I played through every Halo, and now Halo is one of my favorite game franchises. Then came Halo Infinite. I probably watched that announcement trailer 100 times. I was so excited for the live stream the other day, I couldn't even sleep. So, I kind of want to talk about it and break down the new trailer and the gameplay. So, right off the bat here, we have this really cool loading screen. It's just the demo right now, and I wouldn't be surprised if we do get this demo down the line. So, it says 167 days after we lost. Now, I don't know if this means we lost the war, or we just lost this battle. But it's really interesting, I think it could have a big deal to do with the lore.
This isn't happening. I'm going to have to make an emergency landing.
So, this looks to be like the second or third mission in the game. And since the game is open world, I don't know how the missions will be. But you can tell Master Chief and the pilot, Brohammer, have had some things happen to them before this, and they don't explain it yet, but I think there was a lot of plot building before. I like this little, it's almost comic relief, but you can see it actually happening. It's not that funny, I just really enjoy it, because it shows a little bit of human in them, and they're not like robot Spartan Law, who, after seeing that Megabot toy, probably died a gruesome death. Good for him.
Safe since I found you. I found you, remember?
Yeah, I think a big goal of this game would be to get the pilot back to his family. You kind of have something to fight for, God, Chief's armor just looks so good,
outnumbered. I know I saw Clone Wars over there. I'm going to dig
I think we'll probably get a beta here in August for the multiplayer, and we might get this gameplay demo, but I'm a little less sure about that, because this gameplay demo does look pretty early, and I think there'll be a little while until we actually get to play the campaign. I do think next month we will get a multiplayer beta though. So, that's just my personal opinion. Here we go. Now we get into the gameplay, which is very, very interesting. It's 8 minutes of gameplay actually. All 8-minute demo. It's not full gameplay, but as you see, they still have hit markers. Grunts look like skinnier versions of classic grunts. That right there looks to be the Infinity. So the Infinity might be what's cracking up. And I like that Phantom, but it looks a little bit blocky. But I still think it's pretty cool. And you can tell they've gone back to more of the classic art style. Okay, that confirms, so we'll be sprint in campaign. But I have a suspicion it won't be in multiplayer. Simply because campaign is huge and you kind of need sprint. Plus, sprint does look a lot slower in this game. And then here is like a map system that looks really, really good. And this is pretty much confirming that it is open world. But it looks like the map's kind of split up, probably because of the Infinity hitting it. And I think some of the reasons, and you can, if you played Halo Wars 2, you can see the map can be manually split up too. As you see, you have a little banished base here, and then Chief hops out. Pretty fast hop out. As you see, he's holding a pistol and an assault rifle. That is not the Halo Magnum. That's a new pistol. The assault rifle looks a lot like the Halo Reach rifle, but I wouldn't be surprised, since it is pretty basic looking, that if it is a placeholder. And this is a totally new gun. It's pretty cool. It's kind of in between a it looks like a really accurate battle rifle, pretty much, and I think it'll be pretty popular in multiplayer. So as you see, you just blew up one of those brutes pretty easily, and there's a meme right there. Why is Monkey Man happy? But if you look, he shot the brute's legs and the brute stumbled. So if that's cool, that's a really cool physics mechanic. And they've kind of gone back to Halo 3 with all that, and that confirms there will be a grappling hook, and that's a new brute gun, which is pretty cool. I like how this pistol looks. But it's kind of going back to Halo 3 with the whole items, and the grappling gun will work like an item in Halo multiplayer, which is really great. I'm so happy they did that, because it would kind of mess it up. As you can see, I mean, it doesn't really mean anything, but the guy is using trigger to aim in. Not trigger, he's using bumper to aim in, which might be the default, which is kind of go back to classic Halo, but of course you can always edit it to be trigger, and that's how I like it. There's the Mega Bloks Phantom, but I like how it looks. I think it's kind of, it's not the old art style, but it's certainly not the new. It's pretty cartoony, it's kind of its own thing, and I like it a lot better than the new one. I almost like it more than the old one. I think this looks great. A lot of people are criticizing this game for not being that good looking, but I mean, we don't want another dark thing just like Halo 5. You see, he shot it over there and then blew some stuff up, so that's a pretty cool physics mechanic. I think there's going to be a lot of stuff to do with physics in this game. And then right here he uses the grappling hook to go up there, but it looks like the grappling hook has a pretty long reach, which is pretty cool. It's it looks like a new brute shot almost, but it's one shot and it's good for headshots. And he just grappled that thing all the way across, which is really cool. But I'm kind of going in my own theories here because I don't want to say the same thing as everybody else does. This is really interesting, and I don't really care how this game goes. I'm gonna play it a lot. New shotgun, pretty cool. A lot of people are saying it's gonna be really noob friendly, which is kind of fun. As you know, the elites have kind of gone back to skinnier elites. Now, I wouldn't be surprised if the arbiter's in this game, but maybe you're against him again. And I don't know. I think the arbiter will be in this game somehow, and he'll either be a foe and then maybe turn into an ally. And then here is kind of the part where it gets into the lore, and this is a totally new brute we haven't seen before, and he's probably the ugliest thing in this trailer. He doesn't look that polished off, but I think this is a pretty old gameplay demo. And you know, this cutscene is what makes me think UNSC lost a war, because that's the way the brute's talking. But they maybe just lost a battle, because I don't think we would see the UNSC lose a war and just not even see it on camera, you know. But yeah, this very interesting cutscene right here. As you see, most go red, but there are a couple that stay green, which is interesting. And back when you saw the open world map, you could see that there were some outposts that were green, so you know there are going to be Marines and other people on this. I think that we might see Osiris and all them, but Team Osiris, but they might be dead. Maybe Buck will be the only one alive because he's the only one anybody likes. Yeah, that's kind of all my input for today. There's not much more. I'm not really gonna go into the Banished lore, but yeah, this is a very, very interesting trailer. I'm so excited for the game, and I think it's gonna be great. So, on to gaming news. Hello, I'm Tom Gray, and I'm as colorful as my last name. We've been gone for a month, so I haven't been filling you guys on gaming news for a month, and a lot of crazy stuff has happened. We still don't know why Dr. Disrespect's been banned. He's posted an Instagram and YouTube video of a song he made, which is pretty good, but it could just be because of nothing. He might just have been banned for no reason, and he'll probably sue him if that's the case. And good, he should. I'm excited to see what comes out of him. The Call of Duty League, there have been some players mad recently because they've lost matches because of their terrible servers, and some players are just done. They've been getting fined for coming out and making YouTube videos about it, and I really hope stuff gets better there, because people need entertainment, and if Call of Duty League's not going to step up right now, maybe another league should. Halo Infinite, of course, came out. A lot of esports players are excited for it. Halo Infinite might finally make a comeback to esports because Halo hasn't been big in esports since Halo 3. There's some other gaming news, but nothing's that big. Some drama with Ninja and Tfue, but it's all stupid stuff. Ninja's 5 years old and Tfue's funny. But yeah, that's all that's been really going down in gaming. I mean, there's a lot more, but I'm not going to go in depth this week. Hopefully next week I will, though. So I hope you guys have enjoyed. Good night.